Everyone mentioned today is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and everything I discuss here is theory until proven fact, even if it is.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's facts, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seeds as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? Oh, who have we got today? We got out to lunch. We've got Shannon. Good to see you guys. We've got Deb, Alex. Good to see you guys. Oh, we got a few people. Sorry. Shannon, drive safely. Take care and all that. Who else we got? Sherry, Janelle, J1, Dealey. Good to see you guys. Cindy, good to see ya. Menacing Muskrat, good to see you. Is that it? Yep, okay. Let's get into some news. Like I said, I'm going to have to take a break. I may be back before Christmas. I'm not 100% sure if I can make it, but I'm going to try. Maybe for a quick live on YouTube and a watch with me on Rumble before Christmas. I will try that. Maybe Wednesday. My Wednesday, probably your Tuesday. Okay, well, there's a lot going on right now. We had 41 degrees here yesterday. Oh, Celsius. It was 105.8 Fahrenheit. And it was hot. And it was hot all night. And hot all night before that. So it was 28 degrees overnight. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I just know that the 41 was 105.8 because I changed my weather station to Fahrenheit to have a look to see what it was. Okay, anyway, let's get into the news. Okay, how you going, Robin? Good to see ya. Lozzie B said, warning Australia, our government won't bother warning you all, so I will. Yeah, I've thought this for a while. Islamic terror cells have been activated across Australia. Bondi, Sydney terrorist attack on Sunday. Another attempted terrorist attack today in Bondi, stopped by counter-terrorism police. Brisbane, North Lakes, Westfield attack planned for tomorrow. Sources say arrests have been made. Please still avoid the area. Explosive devices found in Toorak, Melbourne today. Our government are keeping us in the dark about the extent of the danger at the moment. Stay safe out there. Stay updated. And I agree. Just be careful, guys. Be very careful. Not just that. I think our government and the media have been keeping us in the dark about shootings. I really do. They're not going to tell you when it doesn't, if they can get away with it that way without telling people. Topher Fields said the New South Wales parliamentary petitions page has crashed because so many people are trying to sign it. Okay, there's a petition going around to sack Albo. Okay, allegedly from what I've seen, someone took a screenshot. There was 140,000 signatures. Good work, everyone. Please keep persisting. If you're in New South Wales, you need to sign this in support of John Ruddock and his efforts to resist these rushed and unnecessary new restrictions on gun owners, because that's what they've decided to do. Here in Australia, never let a good crisis go to waste. Well, they just used this one to push further gun laws. No, not going to work. Okay, the link's in the comments anyway. What I might do is I might put this on YouTube. I'm going to share this, copy the link, and I'm going to put it on YouTube. Any Aussies out there, please sign. Okay. Okay. Elon Musk said, thank God for the Second Amendment. Jesus, I wish we had one. Oh, my goodness. Libs of TikTok said Australian PM announces massive gun grab program following terrorist attack in Bondi Beach. They're doing another buyback, by the way. They imported radical Islamists and now they're further disarming their citizens. Defenceless victims waited nearly 20 minutes for the police to respond to the attack. And I think this is to wake people up. We're being shown, okay? I do believe it might have been FF, but not by who we think. Okay. Benny Johnson said, breaking, President Trump signs executive order making Christmas Eve and December the 26th official federal holidays. By the authority vested in me as President by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered all executive departments and agencies of the federal government shall be closed and their employees excused from duty on Wednesday, December the 24th, 2025 and Friday, December 26, 2025, the day before and the day following Christmas Day, respectively. Not only that, I believe he just signed the executive order to legalise, whatever it is, what he was doing with marijuana, okay? It's not a scheduled, whatever it was, drug. It's the lower level now, like an aspirin or whatever, okay? Please go and have a look for yourself. Do your own research, as always, and use discernment. And God, please direct us in using discernment. I think at the moment it's much needed. Mario Norfolk said to me as well, I'm just not getting time to look up the news as much as I would like, so to do my research. Mario Norfolk said Democrats strip Epstein photos hours before DOJ's legal deadline to release everything. House Oversight Democrats released 68 more Epstein photos yesterday. Trump with Epstein, Clinton with Epstein, Gates, Bannon, Woody Allen, Larry Summers all posing with the convicted sex trafficker. None charged, all deny wrongdoing. But here's the play. The DOJ is legally required to release all of its Epstein files by the end of the day today. That's not optional. It is the Epstein Files Transparency Act that Congress passed November the 18th and Trump signed into law the very next day. So Democrats are releasing photos from the Epstein's estate, 95,000 image troves in batches last week, this week, probably next week, keeping Epstein in headlines right as DOJ's deadline hits. White House called it cherry-pick photos with random redactions to create a false narrative about Trump. Rep. Robert Garcia, top Democrat on oversight, says they've reviewed 75% of the 95,000 photos. The ones released so far, mostly social photos, Epstein at parties, on yachts with powerful men. Garcia says the most disturbing photos are certainly the ones that are more sexual in nature, and they're consulting survivor groups on how to handle those, which raises the questions, what's the other 94,932 photos the public hasn't seen? What are in them? The photos released yesterday include Lolita quotes written on women's body parts, travel documents, and more socialising shots. At least one was Getty Images wire photo that's been public for years, which the White House jumped on to claim Democrats a manufacturing scandal. Well, they are, okay? Because they're covering the faces of all the women, hoping you're going to think they're underage. What if we found out that although they were young, that they were actually of age? What if we found that out? Is this the hoax that Trump was talking about? Because I want to see more than that. Like, that's not going to make me go, yeah, okay. And unfortunately, I'm no fan of Bill Gates, but even the pictures of him, unless there's something there. I believe trafficking was going on, but it may not have been children. I'm not saying that children are not used in stuff like that, but this is going deeper, and I've been doing research here, there and everywhere on different things, and this was one of them. So we're going to find out one way or another what's actually going on eventually. Okay, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but if we look at past behaviour, I'm not sure what that's going to happen. We may get a partial release. We may get highly redacted information that doesn't tell us much. Here's the contradiction. Trump and GOP leadership initially opposed releasing the files when Rep. Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna forced a bipartisan vote and got it through. Trump signed it either because he wanted transparency or because vetoing an Epstein Files Transparency Act is politically impossible. No, I believe that was his plan all along. If you don't think he knows what he's doing, I don't think you've been following very closely. This person is starting to show themselves, Mario Norful, as a bit of a lefty. Anyway, I want to see the photos. Okay. And this is NBC News. See, this is what makes me think this person either doesn't have very much discernment or is a lefty. Simple as that. We know Trump's in them, but he's not guilty of anything. Okay, anyway, we know the Epstein File Transparency Act is mandated for release, 11:59 Eastern Time, due to the executive order signed by President Trump 30 days ago. If you don't know what he was doing, you haven't been paying attention. Awakened outlaw, spoiler alert, the whole Jeffrey Epstein circus is going to take down a whole bunch of people and Donald Trump won't be one of them. Yeah, but not for the reasons you think. I think it's trafficking. But there's something fun. There's more going on too than we know. Bunce, number 23, said the left think Epstein is vile, which he was, but somehow Muhammad gets a free pass. Nothing they do or say makes the slightest bit of sense. Do you understand that? The left thinks Epstein's vile, which he was, but Muhammad's all right, okay? Even though Aisha was, 3 to 5 when she was married to him and consummated at 9? Jesus. Yeah, see how they're blacking out the faces now? That makes me sus. Epstein photos released. House Democrats released 68 photos from Epstein's estate showing him with Bill Gates, Trump, Clinton and other public figures. Yeah, the women's faces have been redacted. Oh, now this was good. Mike Benz thinks he might have just cracked the entire Epstein case. And it's interesting to look at. He does have a video, which is 4 hours long. But I bookmarked this. MAGA's The Fix, Honest Truthman. Summary of Mike Benn's deep dive. Mike Benn spent about 5 hours live on Rumble breaking down a fresh New York Times investigation into how Jeffrey Epstein actually built his fortune. The piece demolishes the old myth of Epstein as some brilliant billionaire investor. He was basically a lifelong con artist who started small and scaled up through lies, theft and ruthless scams dating back to the 1970s. Benz walks through Epstein's early hustles, dropping out of college, faking his way into Bear Stearns with phony credentials and elite connections, abusing expenses, posing as a bounty hunter to recover or sometimes just pocket lost money from collapsed firms, and straight up vanishing with investors' cash. The New York Times shows how these minor frauds gave him impunity and access, letting him escalate to bigger marks, like eventually getting power of attorney over Les Wexner's billions and siphoning off huge sums. The real eureka moment for Benz hits late in the stream around hour 4. This fraud origin story perfectly slots into his long-held theory that Epstein wasn't primarily a sex blackmail operator but an intelligence-linked financial fixer. Epstein's role, in Ben's view, was laundering and moving covert money for off-the-books operations. Think hedge funds, NGOs, US aid pipelines and echoes of 1980s arms dealing schemes like Iran-Contra. His protection came from being useful to powerful networks that needed dirty money cleaned or hidden, not from running a honeypot trap. Benz argues the sexual crimes were horrific but secondary. Epstein's real value to the blob intelligence statecraft circles was enabling untraceable funding for shadowy state objectives. The New York Times exposure of his scam-based wealth explains why he faced no real consequences for decades. He was too embedded in elite financial channels that doubled as covert conduits. Overall, Ben says this finally cracks the case by shifting focus from salacious blackmail tapes to cold hard money laundering for geopolitical plays. He plans to release edited clips soon, but stresses the full context matters. It's a dense, receipt-heavy dive that ties Epstein's grift to broader US foreign policy machinations, eye-opening and a must-follow. So I would advise that anyone who can go to Rumble and find Mike Benz and listen to the 4-hour stream. It's the only way you're going to get the whole lot of information. And I'm willing, because all I want is the truth, okay? So I'm willing to listen, see what they've got to say, and then you can make your own mind up. But he didn't say it wasn't trafficking, but it was secondary. So we'll see what happens. Tina Zimmerman said Jeffrey Epstein files revealed a woman named Kathy Rimler was one of the people who had the most communication with Epstein, over 100 emails and more than 50 meetings in just 5 years after he was a convicted sex offender. She was White House counsel to Barack Obama. There you go. Funny, this. And that's why I don't trust Virginia Giuffre either. She was part of recruiting women for Epstein. I never trusted her. Sorry. The same might go for Maria Farmer. I don't know. I'm just telling you to look deeper. Luke Radowski said, well, the new Jeffrey Epstein photos are pretty revealing. What exactly do they reveal? I don't know. They reveal a lot of women's faces blacked out. Interesting, isn't it? And that won't be a popular opinion. I know that. I know a lot of people are going to believe what they want to believe no matter what, but I want the truth. I want the truth. Mary Margaret Olahan? Okay, I don't know how to say that. New photo obtained by Real Daily Wire shows Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein together. To my knowledge, this photo hasn't been reported. Massive trove of Epstein files are expected to be released, so wait to see them. C3 said Brown University must use the same surveillance cameras used in Epstein's jail cell. Oh, Oh, who thinks he's not dead? Anyway. Rosita Diaz said new details have emerged about the emails between convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and Catherine Keating, the daughter of former PM Paul Keating, after a dinner with disgraced royal and who? Okay, which news site's this? The Herald Sun. That you can't read unless you pay for. Yeah, no, thank you. We know Catherine Keating has met with Jeffrey Epstein numerous times. Shiv Arora, The Fall of Man, Noam Chomsky, the world's most famous critic of power structures, photographed at 30,000 feet with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm going to need a bit more proof than that. Sorry. Ian Miles Chong said Ben Shapiro nuked Steve Bannon from August. I don't trust him either. Points out that he was Jeffrey Epstein's PR flack. Bet you didn't know that. Well, I still don't know that. I want to see the files. Oh, John of God. What are you talking about? Okay, I'll get into that later. Shadow of Ezra said new and disturbing images from... I don't trust... Oh, God, my God, I don't trust half these people. A separate screenshot of text messages appears to show Epstein's network offering victims for sale. The messages included details, descriptions such as age, height, physical measurements and country of origin. The materials point to a trafficking operation that spanned multiple countries worldwide. I actually want to see the files now. Bro said, you want to know why Anthony Albanese won't condemn radical Islam? Because here he is protesting for Palestine. Look at the banners he's standing in front of. He's compromised. How can he lead objectively? Let's have a look.
Of Israel has been to meet children throwing rocks with helicopter gunships, with tanks and with missiles. The response of Israel has been to meet children throwing rocks with helicopter.
Okay. Do you believe the same thing Albanese does? I don't know. I don't. Israel's responded to kids throwing rocks with helicopters and bombs. I don't think so, mate. Anyway, Matthew Kamanzuli said, no, Albanese, diversity is not a strength. Diversity is chaos. Either you come to Australia and accept our way of life or you pack and go. Our country was built on free speech. Multiculturalism is a modern, failed experiment. Let's have a listen to this moron.
To support our society, of which is diverse, but that diversity is a strength. Yeah?
Oh, F off, Albo. Okay, Francie Nancy said, looks like Australia's social media ban for under 16s is a colossal failure and the laughing stock of the world. Young people are smart and have easy workarounds for the ban. They're openly mocking at the Albanese, and one even says straight up, I know who I'm not voting for in a few years. Okay, here we go. And wokeness said Australian PM Albanese, hundreds of thousands of firearms will be collected and destroyed. Don't hand them in.
We expect hundreds of thousands of firearms will be collected and destroyed through this scheme. Consistent with the approach that was taken in 1996, the government is proposing that states and territories...
It didn't work then, and it's not going to work now.
...territories will be responsible for the collection, processing and payment to individuals for surrendered firearms. The Australian Federal Police will then be responsible for the destruction of these firearms. We expect hundreds of thousands of firearms will...
I've got a friend who lives on property and they're worried about their firearms, and I said, do not hand them in. Do not, unless the legislation is actually signed. Do not do anything, because I don't think it's going to get through. Button number 23 said, Jacinta Allen and Albanese, whether it's machetes or gun, all of us know it's not the weapons as much as it is the people using them. Labor are at the best at shifting the responsibility even to the point of making up a fictitious threat like the far-right extremism. They are grotesque, and they are. This is crazy. No GPS said not what you want to see on your cameras, especially if you're living in Southern California. Apparently this is not snow, but what we are told is fog. Correct me if I'm wrong. This doesn't look like any fog I've ever experienced. Whatever it is, we're all breathing this in. Many thanks to our friend, Joe Gent 12, for sharing this with us. I've seen these videos before, things like this. Oh, don't turn your phone sideways after you've already started recording, guys. Doesn't work. Yeah, so I'll leave that to you. What do you think of that and what you might think that might be? Okay, retards down under said this country is a effing joke. Our PM Anthony Albanese is introducing another gun buyback scheme after the Bondi massacre. We've already done this and it didn't work. Oh my God. It's not going to work. It's actually backfiring on them, I believe. Topher Field says Sydney is absolutely correct about Australians, but I disagree. No, I've already read that one. Wow, that's a short stream, man. Sorry, guys. That is a really short stream. I didn't realise I didn't even get... I've had a very busy few days. Things are getting intense. I believe my mother's going downhill quite quickly. And, yeah, we're just having to do a lot of washing and cleaning and airing, and there's a lot going on, guys. So I am sorry for the really short stream. I'll read your comments in a sec. So, yeah, I'll probably have the next few days off. Hopefully I'll be able to come back before Christmas and do a stream with you guys before Christmas, so I can say Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas to everyone. Just in case I don't get here, Merry Christmas everyone anyway. But I will try my hardest to come back on my Wednesday or Tuesday. Okay, let's go through the chat. It's a bit of a short one. Okay. Looks like Shannon's off jet setting all over the place. Deb said, Stormy said if I am naughty and not do as he say, taking care of myself, that he will not take me back to Mildura. And I said, I will fly there. God love you, Deb. How you going, Deb? Did I say hello to you before? Deb said, just like Meghan Markle, I'll just elevate my holiday off by flying instead of taking the car. Good one, Deb. Oh, Cindy, I hope you have a good day too. And Dealey's in here. Nursing Muskrat said you got to listen to Redacted Channel. Yeah, I'm very wary of everyone right now. Oh, my God. I think Redacted was one of the channels I'm a little bit wary of. But, hey, it's up to you guys who you listen to. I'm not going to tell anyone who to listen to. Shannon said, oh, no, Greg Biffle, NASCAR driver and friend of Cletus McFarlane, and his whole family just died and his private jet crashed. Oh, no. Shannon said, and here I am about to take half my family to the airport. Wow. Shannon, stay safe. Alex said, oh, how incredibly sad, Shannon. I don't know him. That's terrible news. Yeah, you reckon a watch party before Christmas would be good? Have we done the Ghosts Who Stole Christmas, the X-Files episode? Because that looks like a pretty good one that we might do if I haven't already done it. Cindy said it's cold in Houston. Oh, my goodness, I'm envious. That was way too hot. And it's coming back tomorrow again. Today actually is going to be hot as well. But tomorrow's going to be even hotter. So today's going to be like 33, 34 degrees Celsius. And then tomorrow's going to be 38 again, which they said was going to happen yesterday, but it was 41. Okay, anyway. Dealey said yesterday in Illinois went from 55 degrees down to 22 degrees in just a few hours. Whoa, and that's Fahrenheit. That's cold. Yeah, we're getting hundreds. In the hundreds. around the hundreds and above the 100 here right now. At the moment it's raining, so it is slightly cooler. It's 22 degrees outside at the moment, Celsius that is. So it's quite cool compared to what it was like yesterday. Deb said would be nice to have a breakup watch party. Yeah. Deb said, what guns are they buying back and how many times do they have to buy them back? Alex said, stay out of the fog. Blake wants your gold. Yeah, the fog. Deb said, what is coming to have us extra vulnerable? Cindy said, oh my God, for sure I believe they're lying about shootings, period. When you start laughing in the middle of telling the news how someone died, well, don't seem too sad or real for that matter. Yeah, there's a lot to question about everything right now. That's why I'm not trusting anything at the moment, which makes it harder to research on its own, let alone looking after elderly parents who, aren't doing too well. But, yeah, so I'm just kind of not trusting anything that I'm seeing at the moment. Oh, no, hearing, sorry. Only half of what I'm seeing as well. Alex said, funnily enough, Alex Jones called out Candace Owens. Oh, this is getting real funny. Okay. Alex said, I finally got all my Christmas shopping done today. I'm so relieved now I can just enjoy wrapping them. Yep, I've already done all that. Alex said, yeah, that's always a red flag. You would hope more people saw it, Cindy. Deb said, I've started Christmas shopping. Deb said, Australia's not happy with our traitorous government. No. I'd love to see what the actually, hang on. Let's have a look and see if we can find out what the petition, how many numbers. Where was Topher? Topher Fields one. I'd like to know what the numbers are. Let's have a look. It's 140,000 last time I looked. Come on, how long do you need? How long do you need? Oh, my goodness. Okay, that doesn't want to load. I wonder if I shut it and try again, would that work? Yeah, it's not really working for me. Let me try something else here. Let me try, where's my profile? Because I keep sharing it. Okay, this one. Sign if you haven't already. Okay. 203,000 people have signed it to get Albanese out. 203,129. Come on, guys, let's go. And share it far and wide. Share it all over Facebook too. If you've got Facebook. I haven't, otherwise I would, but yeah, share it everywhere you can, guys. Alex said, I always dread it, not because I don't like giving gifts, but because I really don't like the shopping part and why I prefer to go to the shops at night when less people are about. No, Alex, I do the same thing. Okay, like my Saturday night is spent going shopping, grocery shopping. How fun is that? A night out on Saturday, grocery shopping. I do it when it's quiet. I like doing it first thing in the morning at like 6, 7 a.m. But, yeah, you know, that goes for a lot of, says a lot for older people who normally buy their Christmas presents throughout the year. Yeah, I see why they do that. Because then you don't have to try and beat the rush going in to the shops. They're packed at the moment. Alex said, I do my food shopping like an army mission too, in and out, because I know where everything is in the shop. Oh, my God, Alex, you're right, very much the same as me. I'm on a mission when I go to the shops. And I walk fast too. Cindy said, remember dentist chair? What the hell is that about? Oh, that dentist chair. Okay, let me tell you something. I did a beauty course, okay, a few years ago, 2015, 2014. And when I looked closely at that chair, that could also have been a beauty chair. I'm not saying it was, I'm saying it could have been. A lot of people just assumed it was a dentist chair, but if you look closely, if anyone has, and I mean like day spa beauty, not just makeup beauty, this was like a day spa course, right? And if you look at the equipment they have, and I know because I use the equipment, they have, it's a chair with a magnifying glass and it's got a thing, it looks like a dental chair, but it's all stuff for your skin. So it's up to you what you believe, but I'm just putting another, because I said that a long time ago, but that was on my other channel. When it came out, I looked into it and I zoomed into it. Okay, Deborah Richardson said, yes, Alex, that is a tricky part. I made a plan and got in and out real quick. Don't have much energy, so came out in and out. Yeah, you got to know what you need before you go in there. Alex said, I wish they would just release a lot. Why does everything have to be dragged out? I know they said some people will freak, but maybe we need that. Get it over and done with already. Yeah, like ripping the Band-Aid off. Cindy said, I would say it's a lie. Okay, then why would it be on Disney Cruise Stop? Yeah, that, I don't know. I don't claim to know everything. But yeah, it's just another theory. I just want the truth. Whatever it is, I just want the truth and I want it out there and I want to know what it is. That's all I want. Alex said, oh yeah, maybe that's the masks they wore when doing the filthy deeds. Deb said, is it any better any better if they was legal age, something was not kosher? No, it's still not right because I do still believe they were trafficking young girls, but I believe they were doing it to each other as well. I don't know what the truth is. I'm waiting for the truth to come out and I will try and look into everything I can so I can find it because that's what I want ultimately. I don't care what it is, but I want it. Alex said, yeah, and Ghislaine Maxwell had something to do with submarine trips too. Yep, she did. Deb said, I do look at these women of that religion and wonder why they let their little girl and boy to get abused. Cindy said, yes, she did. Yep. Alex said, I actually really love long videos. If they're really interesting, there's also 2x speed button for any boring bits. Yep. Hey, Cassandra, how you doing? You're listening and working. God love you. Alex said, it would be interesting to find out a bit more about that and if it's still going to the other islands. And he still has that money coming in for whatever. Yep. I just want the truth. Ultimately, that's what I want. The truth. So if it does happen to be they were older and they weren't little kids and I don't care. I want to know. I want to know what the truth is. Menacing Muskrat said Epstein Island, Little St. James Island, Sir Richard Branson, Nectar Island, Joe Biden, Water Island. Yep. Yeah, I believe they were doing nefarious things. I'm not saying they weren't. I do believe they were doing nefarious things. I just think some things are not going to be what we thought they were. Alex said, if I can find it, I will. It's a nightmare to find stuff on Rumble. Do you have a link for it, Hev? I didn't see one, but let me have a look. Let me just have a look to see if I can find it. Where is he? Oops. Let me go back to the post. Does anyone have a link for it? Mm-hmm. No. Okay, let's go to his page and see if he's got his Rumble on here. It's Mike Benz with a Z too. Mike BENZ or Z. I cannot seem to find his channel. Anything here? Executive Director, FFO Freedom. Maybe it's under that. FFO _ Freedom. I don't know. Foundation for Freedom Online.com. Bugger. Yeah, it would be nice if we could get a link. I wonder if he had. Oh, hang on. Is there is that the actual? No. Source link. No, we want your link. Jeez, how hard is it? Yeah, where can I find a link to the stream? Come on, man, where? See, I'm willing to look at every side because I want the truth. I don't care which side it's on or where it lays, but I want the truth. From Rumble. Is this it? Oh, looks like it might be. Yep, Mike Ben Cyber. Hang on one sec, guys. I'm going to share this with you guys. Copy the link. Okay, I've got it. Oh, where am I? We'll shut that down. Okay. Paste. Can I put that link on Rumble as well? Hang on a sec. Oh no, I've got to open another Rumble. I should have left the last one open. Here it is. Hey, Dry Drawers, how you going? God love you. There, it's on Rumble as well, okay. The link for Mike Ben's Rumble channel or Rumble video. Okay. Alex said, in the ranch from John of God. Harpo was a big fan and set up her own in South Africa. They all had breeding programs too. So messed up, menacing. Alex said, yeah, didn't want to say it, menacing. Cindy said, but evidence is only what they say it is. Whoever is writing tells the way they need to. I think the truth will come out in the end regardless. Menacing Muskrat said, these effers are all sick, those poor damn children, baby makers, then they're disposed of. Alex said, leaves an icky feeling if I say them in the same sentence, even though they only serve as little G's. Alex said, Albo reminds me of a little mole. Yeah, he is one. Menacing Muskrat, one of her dogs farted to cleared the room. Cindy said, crazy to me that officials want to take something they didn't have any part in giving to us. Yep. Sherry said, I was thinking a troll, Alex. Alex said, they don't want people to be able to defend themselves. It's so messed up here. We have to end up paying criminals compensation if we try and defend ourselves. Shannon said, smart dust? Possibly. Where was I up to? Oh, Janelle said, hey, how you going, Janelle? Prayers for your mum, Hev? Thank you. I appreciate that. We're right before that. those end of life last 7 to 10 days or maybe 3 days, whatever they say there's a point they get to, and I just I've been doing research on that too. The part just before that end of life last days, and that's where she is at the moment. So okay. Shannon said nanoparticles. Menacing Muskrat said plus 41 degrees Celsius doesn't help either. Have no, I know. Cassandra said NPRE short stream prayers for your mum. Much love to all. Thank you. I appreciate that, Cassandra. Alex said I saw really thick. Oh, how you going, Concheggy Yowie? I just seen you in there. You saw a really thick fog the other day. I wish I'd filmed it. There was even a red warning about it during the early hours. J1 prayers have. My mum just had a big operation. Oh, yeah, my mum just had an operation on her eye, but or procedure it's called. I don't think she was put under. But yeah, it's that's even not looking good. Shannon said chauffeuring all over the place, more like, oh, okay, you're chauffeuring everywhere. Cindy said shouldn't even have to right to ask them to give up. This is our God-given right, being born gives us these rights and shouldn't even entertain giving it up. I agree, Cindy. Alex said, sorry to hear that, sending lots of love and prayers to your mum and family. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. J1, prayers for your mum too. Conchega said, active settlement, 1,700. Deb said, no, not yet. Menacing said, we're under heaps of snow. Husband may be returning home tomorrow. Heavy snowfall conditions. Oh, God love you. Stay safe up there, Menacing. Deb said, sounds good to have watch party. Alex said, I hope you all have a safe trip, Shannon. Yep. Alex said, I think we're going to do that episode even if we have, it would be good to see it again. It's where Scully and Mulder go into a haunted house. Did we look at that one? I'd have to look it up. Hang on. We'll have a look now because I've got a few minutes, so why not? Let's have a look and see which X-Files episodes I've done. I'll just look down here, actually. I was going to type it in, but let's just get rid of that. Oh, dear. Okay, I've done a lot of videos. I had to do this the other day too. Oh, my goodness. Arcadia. Okay. The Ghost Who Stole Christmas, it's called. And I don't know if we've done it. That's X News, okay. See, guys, those of you who lost me 5 years ago, I've been going ever since still. I just kept going. Don't give up. You never give up. You just keep going, one foot after the other, no matter what happens. Okay. I don't know if we have done it. Maybe I should just look up The Ghost Who Stole Christmas and see if it's in there. I don't think it is. Okay, I'm just going to search The Ghost Who Stole Christmas. That'll be easier. Oh, shit. Just smacked my keyboard. That stole Christmas. I'm not typing quick enough. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, we did watch it. There you go. The Ghost Who Stole Christmas. Okay, I'm going to have to find another Christmas show that we can watch, I think. Okay, so we have seen that one. Interesting. Okay. You think it'd be good to see it again anyway? Menacing Muskrat said today is 3-Eye Atlas Day. Deb said yes, lying low as people when it's hot, just trying to plan Christmas shopping. I don't like all the people. Shannon said maybe repurpose your dog to a snowblower melter. Alex said hope the editing is going well, Cassandra. Shannon said The Simpsons had the fog that turned you inside out. Oh no. Deb said yes, have skull thuggery afoot. Alex said Alex Jones or Bill Hicks. Deb said we're having a very quiet Christmas. Alex said, yeah, not seen anything yet through Menacing Muskrat. Cassandra said editing done, Alex, all 9 parts up as of Monday, finishing my web editing contract with work today. God love you. Deb said I'll sign after the stream. Alex said, didn't you say if Albo went that Dan Andrews might take over, one evil for another? Well, we don't know for sure yet. Conchegio said legislation's not law. Every Parliament minister in New South Wales is a Freemason that will give clarity as to why these events are happening. Yep. Alex said, cool, I'll keep a lookout now. I'm subbed, Cassandra. Shannon said, Dictator Dan is a snowblower. A snowblower or a snow sniffer? Deb said, since I paid for it. Hello, Heb's cats, Mr. Smiggles, Heb's pussies, she says. Mr. Smiggles and Bella and Shannon's pussy's little tipsy in socks. God love you, Deb. Alex said, I might do all my next year's Christmas shopping in January. Cassandra said, oh, cheers, Alex. If you comment, keys, keep me and on party, please. Shannon said, Alex is truly the perfect package. Oh, God love you. Alex said, yeah, it could be a beauty chair, but why only have one? Yeah, Deb, multi-purpose chair could be. It could be. I'm just saying what I saw, and when I zoomed in, that's what it was. That's what it looked like. Deb said, yes, my friend daughter does have a beauty chair, yeah. Alex said, what would normally be a bed, like a massage bed, maybe they had an island doctor for examinations or something? Not necessarily, Alex. Beauty, they use a chair. It looks like a dentist chair. Believe me, I've worked on one. But, yeah. Deb said, yes, we love our Shannon. Alex said, I will, Cassandra. Menacing Muskrat said, let's end this movie. We've been at for over 8 to 10 years. Enough. Yeah, I know. I'm tired too. Shannon said they have dentist chairs for DNA collection teeth. Hold the most DNA. Alex said hopefully I did last time, Cassandra. Alex said, oh yeah, collecting wisdom teeth, Shannon. Deb said, I bet the island had normal business as well. Menacing Muskrat said, Alex, watch the God Code, Timothy P. Smith. Deb said, yes, a chain of islands. Alex said, I remember Kate Winslet being on Branson's Island a few years ago when it caught fire and she apparently saves his gran. Oh, Menacing Muskrat's going to minus 40 degrees Celsius tonight. Jeez. Seems to be about 80 degrees difference, Menacing Muskrat, between your country and mine. Wow. Oh, hey, Pinkster, how you going? Didn't see you up there. God love you. Deb said, I can't even look at it. Trader. Yeah, Albo. Shannon said they also had major TDS and were about to meet with Obama's Netflix. Alex said, wowzer, I'm glad Puss is now tucked up warm in your house, Menacing Muskrat. put the link in there for that Mike Benz video. Deb said we need to turn every stone. Yeah, we do. We need to look at everything because I just want the truth, and I don't care what it is, but I want the truth. Menacing Muskrat said, wow, that video's over 5 hours long. Yes, it is. Yep. Okay, where was I up to? Somewhere around here. Yep, Alex said, no, not seen, and that comment got held for review, so I might not see it, Shannon. No, I can't see what you're talking about. Zal, how you going? Oh, there is a movie. Oh, and if I could, I would, but I don't think I can't do it. I can't show you on. Oh, I can't even record it on Rumble. I saw this on, what is it? True Reporting. There is a movie called Ready or Not. And there's a second one about to come out, right? Very interesting looking movie. Ready or Not is a 2019 American comedy horror film directed by Matt Bettinelli Olpin and Tyler Gillette and written by Guy Buzik and oh my God, okay. I want to see what it's about. Okay. It follows a young bride who is hunted by her spouse's wealthy family as part of a wedding night ritual to worship the devil. Preparations began in November 2017 when, okay, that was the movie. Plot. This is what I want. As a child, Daniel Le Damas is confronted in his family's mansion by Charles, a wounded man who begs him for help. Instead, Daniel alerts his family, who arrive in ceremonial masks and robes. Despite his bride's Helene's pleas, Charles is shot with a spear gun and dragged away into a locked room. 30 years later, Daniel's brother Alex, the estranged son of the owners of the successful Le Damas family games company, is set to marry Grace, a former foster child. On Alex and Grace's wedding day, she meets the Le Damases, Daniel and his wife Charity, Alex's cocaine-addicted sister Emily, her husband Flitch, and their young sons Georgie and Gabe. Alex's aunt Helene and his parents Tony and Becky. After the ceremony, Tony explains that his great-grandfather Victor de Lomas made a deal with someone named Lee Bale to build Le Damas' fortune in exchange for the family observing a tradition. At midnight on their wedding day, every new member draws a game card from the Le Bale's puzzle box. Grace draws hide and seek, believing it to be a harmless game. Grace hides herself as the Le Damases each receive a weapon. Alex finds Grace, who witnesses Emily accidentally kill a maid whom she mistakes for Grace. Alex reveals that his family is cursed. If the new member draws the hide and seek card, the rest must find and ritually sacrifice them before dawn, or they die instead. The card was last drawn by Helene's husband, Charles, who was then found and murdered. With the mansion locked down, Alex disables the security system to allow Grace to escape. She is discovered by Daniel, who's disillusioned with his family and gives her a head start before alerting the others. Emily accidentally kills another maid in the chaos. Grace's escape is blocked by the family butler, Stevens. She in turn splatters the freshly boiled tea he was preparing on his face and runs away. Daniel and Tony restrain Alex after he attacks the latter. Grace is seen by a third maid who accidentally crushes herself in the dumbwaiter while alerting the family to Grace's presence. Grace runs to the goat shed where Georgie shoots her in the hand. She knocks him out, but is startled by a goat and falls into a pit filled with the remains of the Damas's previous sacrifices, including that of Charles. She escapes and makes it through the front gate. Grace is pursued into the forest by Stevens. She fights Stevens off, but is eventually captured by him. As he's driving Grace back to the house, she awakens and attacks Stevens, causing the car to crash and kill him. Near the crash, Daniel Daniel captures Grace after realising that his father is secretly watching. And it goes on and on and on. And I really want to show you. I'd love to show you the actual trailer for it, but I don't think I can without getting... you can look it up on YouTube, though. Look up the trailer for Ready or Not and Ready or Not #2. Very interesting movie. Alex said, yay, thank you, Hev. I'll watch it tomorrow. Shannon said, ever wonder why they call wisdom teeth, Alex? That's because they hold all your genetic data. Cassandra said that was Creep Spielberg's film plot, Shannon. I don't plan on watching. Deb said, oh, Hev, it's not a nice time. Hev's mum and family. Yeah, well, we're sort of... it's making us more prepared, put it that way. I think I'm more prepared for if something does happen. Shannon said, Steven Spielberg's new movie called Disclosure Day, obviously trying to get out in front of what's coming and trying to debunk it. Okay. No, I didn't see that one, but I did see Ready or Not. Seriously, after we're finished on YouTube, go and look up Ready or Not and look at trailers for the #1 and #2. Deb said, I just love being together. Oh, God love you. And did I say hello, Zal? I thought I did, but I'm not sure. Alex said, yeah, that worked this time, Shannon. Yes, I took out what keywords? Deb said, yes, we may have, but I don't care. I love it all. Alex said, lucky I still have all mine, no intention of giving them up. Janelle said, I haven't seen it, and I don't think, but could become a Chrissy tradition here, lol. Cassandra said, oh, me too, Deb, my favourite live chat group of 2. Oh, God love you. Shannon said, but he's both. Sorry, I just had a blood or water. How you going? The people who stole Christmas through taxation. Good one, blood or water. Deb said, funny, I've not tripped it, Shannon. Yeah, taxation's theft. Yeah, exactly, Shannon. Sal said, I think you'll find what we're all starting to feel is a quickening, which means we're getting very near the end of the movie. Still some twists to come, though. Stay focused. Yes, definitely. Alex said, our lovely Heb family. Deb, God love yous. Shannon said, I thought that was just my blood pressure, Sal. Sal said it will exponentially increase in psych pressure soon. Yes. Deb said maybe that was last Christmas. Alex said we can still watch it again or double up with another one for people who haven't seen it, have. I've probably got another one we can watch. There's so many X-Files episodes that I'm sure we could watch another one. Sal said, no, I've got that bad too, Shannon, so it can't be that. Alex said, yeah, maybe it's a good episode though, Deb. Oh, Zal's asking where Conchega Yowie is. Somewhere. Oh, there you go. Conchega said, Zal, here, mate, got a list of Freemasons to send you in an email. Deb said, electrolysis. That's part of it, yep. Out to lunch said, Home Alone. Someone's doing that on Rumble today. I don't know if you want to watch it. Skull Bro Show. You can search that on Rumble. Skull Bro Show. It's all one word, and they're doing it today on Rumble. So, I'll find something. I'll find something out to lunch. We might watch that next year. It's just that I'm going to be watching it today. Oh, how about a Christmas Vacation? Come on, we can watch that one. That's always a Christmas classic. Zal said, Hev, we're all in different overlays. Hang on, what do you mean? Where was I up to? Okay, what do you mean by that, Zal? We're all in different overlays? Conchega said, Zal, lots on here, mate. How's the playing going? Cat ripped my strumming hand. Oh, no, so you've not been playing? Shannon said, don't come a-knocking. Out to lunch said that boy could have called the police. I think he just wanted to kill those 2 guys. Deb said, Have. Dealey said, North Pole muskrat, South Pole have. Yes, exactly. We're on the opposite ends of the earth. Zal said, Conchega having some drummer issues presently, always playing whether bass or guitar. Conchega said, Zal got a lot of intel on the Bondi FF. Alex said, I just looked it up and there are apparently 2 more X-Files Christmas episodes. One's called Christmas Carol and the other's called Emily. Though I don't know if they are. Menacing said, yes, indeed, 80 degrees Celsius difference, Dealer. Yeah, it's massive. Conchega said, Zal, nice, mate. Yes, drummers, strange creatures. Deb said, Death Becomes Her. Have we watched it yet? No. I've got to get it. Like, I can't stream anything from Netflix or any other paid service because OBS Streamlabs won't do it. The screen goes blank. Very interesting, I found out. So it's going to have to be something I've got, and I think my dad's got Death Becomes Her somewhere, so I might be able to do that one. But I think we'll do maybe National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Does anyone want to do that one? Zal said, Conchega, try telling any of them to all the NPCs around you don't think it was real. Zal said, I call them drummers. Dealey gave Muskrat the thumbs up. Hey, well, Stu, how you going? Drummers are just frustrated vocalists and or groupies, the Bongo Club. Alex said also one called Postmodern Prometheus have another Christmassy one apparently. Cassandra said, I can't handle horror films. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a bit of a slasher, but it's a comedy slasher. It's like, it might be like Return of the Living Dead kind of comedy. Gory, but yeah, I don't know. Just watch the trailer and then you'll know straight away whether you could stomach it or not. Shannon said, just because you can't chew gum, pat your head while rubbing your tummy. Conchega said, Zal, the shooter was an Israeli. When was the last time you saw smoke coming from a gun barrel? Blanks. Conchega said, AWOL still need them though. Menacing said, almost that Eyes Wide Shut movie have. And Conchega, I don't believe, like, you really think Israelis are going to shoot themselves? I don't know. Doesn't make sense, really. To me, anyway. Maybe I'm missing some info, but hey. Deb said, oh, my God. AWOL said, I know, right? I need me. Alex said, that sounds like a horrible film. Merry Christmas. Sal said, the little girl supposedly killed was their firstborn. You know, the process they follow for ascension at different degrees. AWOL Stu said, well, they're not as bad as bass player or keyboard players, apart from John Lord, that is. Sal said, the shooters were the usual MK Ultra patsies. Yeah, Menacing said, great Christmas movie called The Christmas Candle. It's got to be one I've already got, I think. Shannon said, so you're saying that's a couple of house-made jobs opening, but quite a mess to clean up? Alex said, I always like to watch the Home Alone films. Memories of Happy Time, Lost in New York has Trump in it too. Yeah. Zal said, well, Stu, I don't know. I'm greatly impressed by the likes of Chris Squire, Greg Lake. I don't know who these people are. George, how you going? Getting drunk your sister's birthday. Good on you. AWOL Stu said, Sal, 1,000% Don Airy too. There you go. Menacing Muskrat put the Ready or Not trailer in there. And there's a number 2 as well. I don't know. I just thought they look interesting compared to, you know, what we look at. So, how come the screen's gone like that? Oh, it was me. I don't know, searching. Okay, Conchega said, Zal, the one with the bandaged heads, survived the October terrorist attack in Israel along with 6 others, and those 7 were at Bondi. Go figure. Also, he is in the top 50 Jews. I think it was, yeah, you know what I think. But I don't think the Jews did it themselves. But I believe it was set up too, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, where was I up to? Somewhere around here. Yeah, Alex said, hey, blood or water. True, the government that stole Christmas. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, happy birthday to your sister. Flyby Stu, how you going? Did I not say hello to you? Oh, God love you. Shannon said, bandage head is a crisis act of fake blood. Zal said, yeah, Conchega, what are the chances, as PK Truth used to say? Yep. God love him. Alex said, is that National Lampoon's Vacation round the roundabout? No, that's the European one. This is the Christmas one where they have Christmas. And the whole family turns up. Cousin Eddie turns up. Conchega said, lucky peeps, that's for sure. Deb said, lots to choose from. Alex said, don't know if they are very Christmassy is what I mean, the X-Files other ones. Yeah. Oh, is Death Becomes Her free on YouTube? Oh, okay. Well, that makes it... Yeah, we might be able to do that. I wonder if Timmy can join us. It's one of his favourite movies. Or he really likes it anyway. Not maybe one of his favourite. I can't speak for him, but I think he said he really liked that movie. So hopefully Timmy can join. I've still got a message, Timmy. Oh, my God, I've been so slack lately. Yeah, if I can find it on YouTube free, Alex, yes, we will. Deb said, even if you bought it, the movie. Alex said, then Truman Show, though not a Christmas one, interesting film. Alex said, I don't like horror films either. I don't want that stuff in my head. Fair enough. Sal said, PK showed the same Israeli operative at Nice and the German shooting where his daughter was caught in the crossfire. What are the chances? Yeah, there could be crisis actors. Yeah, well, you're going to have to wait and see. Menacing said, Death Becomes Her. The liquid youth serum represents adrenochrome. Cassandra said, Scream or Shaun of the Dead. Oh, Shaun of the Dead is good. I can handle comedy slashes if they're good. Yep. Zal said, MK Ultra Patsies have sleeper cell members. Yeah, that's what I think, Zal. Shannon said, Hev misses so many comments, makes my jokes not have context. Oh, sorry about that, Shannon. Alex said, I thought that years ago when I saw that menacing muskrat. Shoot. Okay. Alex said, reminded me, oh yeah, I read that one. Shannon said, yes, Jews will sacrifice their own people to get the victim shield. Yeah, I don't think they would, but hey, that's just my opinion. Cassandra said, Deb, love the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End. Sal said, Conchega, there's footage where you can see the handler of the shooting given directions. Menacing said, I had to update my signal so my messages are there. Alex said, I think there are sleepers everywhere and more to come, Zal. Conchega said, heading out to grab chook food. Catches, have a good one, Conchega. Conchega said, Sal, we'll send some stuff a bit later, mate. Have a great day. Same for AWOL, Stu, and the rest of Hev's peeps. God love you. Conchega, have a good one. Alex said, oh, cool, I saw your message but not had time to reply yet. I've had loads of catching up to do. AWOL, Stu said, that's right, Conchega, the chickens need feeding. Sal said, thanks, Conchega. Deb said, we get you, Shannon, number one. Shannon, thank you so much for our entertainment. Oh. It just keeps jumping. Why does it do that? Oh, now I've gone too far. Did it jump up instead of down this time? Oh, my God. I don't know where I am. Okay. Somewhere here. Shannon said, yes, yeah, I see things 180 from you all, lol. Alex said, Death Becomes Her is free on YouTube, so hopefully he is there too. You saw it pop up a few weeks ago. Excellent. Alex said, YouTube, keep holding your comments, and even though I showed them for some reason, can't see them, Shannon. No, I can't. Hey, Walls just said, oh, no, they don't like the heat. Used to have to water them down on a hot day. Menacing Muskrat said fried egg, Shannon. Alex said, take care, God bless, see you soon, Conchega. Shannon said, not the real Jews, it's the Jews that pretend to be Jews but are really Satanists. Oh, yeah, I'd agree with that, yes. I just don't believe in blaming the Jews for everything because I don't think that... I really don't think they're doing everything. I think there's a worldwide deep state and they're from, like, there's... Look at Klaus Schwab. Is he Jewish now? Anyway. See, she misses stuff. Oh, God, what have I done? Deb said that's right, Shannon. Okay, with that, I'm going to go, guys, and I hopefully we'll be back on our Wednesday or Tuesday if you're in US or UK, and hopefully we can go and watch some a movie or something on Rumble. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon or evening. Much love, guys, and Merry Christmas in case I don't, but I'm hoping to be back before Christmas. Okay, bye.